Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Why the Fuck Did I Wake Up This Morning? Today we're once again going to remind ourselves that people are evil and that our world is doomed. Today's reasons to legalize abortions post-birth is none other than fake YouTuber and female Ben Shabibo clone, aka that lady, Brett Cooper. Her name is Brett Cooper. I've never actually watched this lady. I always knew that she existed. I've heard of her, seen clips I guess, but never really knew much about her. That all changed very recently when my sister's girlfriend recommended her as a subject for one of my videos. And boy, when I tell you, ignorance was fucking bliss in this case. I've seen a lot of things in my time on the internet, from, girls drinking their own shit to YouTubers faking a fucking murder for views.
We're just kids! You got the wrong guy! No! He's everything I have!
And no doubt about it, all those are very foul in their own right. But none, and I really mean none, could have prepared me for the amount of evil and hatred displayed by this absolute demon of a woman. Isn't that right, Brett?
Oh my god, Dylan Mulvaney is fat-phobic.
Watching her here today, I should probably warn you that you're not only running the risk of ear cancer and PTSD, but also mental whiplash. So if you're not ready to permanently ruin your hearing and your faith in humanity, you've been warned. The video that I want to discuss today is called 1 Year Later and Dylan is Still Not a Girl. The video is of course about Dylan Mulvaney, a trans woman that is also a TikTok celebrity and has been documenting her journey on there for her fans. So yeah, great title. Let's fucking go before I fucking blow my brains out.
Welcome back to the comment section. I'm Brett Cooper. Today, guys, March 13th, it's an important day. Today marks exactly 1 year of the legendary, infamous, iconic, unforgettable Dylan Mulvaney attempting to be a woman. And what a ride it has been.
Dylan, you son of a man. It is man.
Imagine not only being a fake YouTuber with a fake bedroom to be all, hip and cool. How do you do, fellow kids? That is also funded by billionaires. But also being that very YouTuber and having to hook your viewers' attention by instantly bullying a single individual in a group so small that they literally make up only 5% of the fucking population. And no guys, before you think this is cowardly, it is brave redirecting your audience's self-hatred to such a small group of people to make them feel better about their miserable lives. She's a brave warrior of free speech, okay?
I really just want to take a journey down memory lane. The first video, day one of being a girl. Then we went to, Dylan trying to wear high heels, Dylan buying tampons, Dylan getting facial feminization surgery.
You see what she just did here? This whole thing is why I just can't respect people like Brett. They needlessly shit on trans people, but they themselves are the biggest fans of these very same trans people. I mean, as you can tell, she clearly knows more about Dylan than Dylan probably does herself, and then anyone really should. It's like that weird smelly guy in your class who, goes on and on about how much he hates furries. But then one day you decide to go over to his house and he has like 5 tabs of different furry subreddits open. He's trying to calm you down and tell you, oh bro, don't worry, it's all for research. But deep down this man jerks off to Five Nights at Freddy's. And it's the same here. Brett probably just wants some good old trans pee-pee. And there's one thing I want to make clear. There's nothing wrong with that. But at least be confident about it, rather than hating what you secretly want oh so bad just because it gives you money and views. There's also this clip in the video.
Dylan talking with the president, saying that more children should be able to mutilate their bodies. I mean, wow!
You see how she says that Dylan and Biden are discussing what she calls mutilation like a fucking barbarian? But the evidence she shows us is a clip of Dylan telling Biden how long it's been since she started her transition.
I mean, wow!
This is my 221st day of publicly transitioning.
God love it.
Now, I know I'm not stupid, but I feel like I'm missing something here. Either that, or Brett is just trying real hard to use a smooth brain to create a very weak straw man.
But before we do, you guys know the drill. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to this channel if you have not already, and ring that notification bell so that you never miss a comment section or off-the-clock episode.
And this is how you can fucking tell she's a fake YouTuber, right? Name one fucking YouTuber And yes, that also includes industry plants like fucking Brett over here that start their videos by begging for subs like little bitches. And isn't fucking insufferable. It kinda gives Minecraft or Fortnite YouTuber vibes, but instead of, fucking children, she actively radicalizes her viewers to hate people they never actually interacted with in any meaningful way. So yeah, not that much better.
Tonight, I believe it is at 8 p.m. Eastern time. I still have not decided if I'm going to watch this. Maybe I'll live tweet it. That was Carter's idea. Maybe I'll do that. But Dylan is doing a variety cabaret show of sorts at the NBC Rainbow Room. It's $5 to watch the live stream, I think. It's the celebratory 365 Days of Girlhood show.
Now on the surface, this sounds like a perfectly normal thing to say. Unless you are familiar with the idea of stochastic terrorism. In that case, alarm bells went off in your head too. I can't prove anything here, after all, that's how the whole thing works, but to me it seems like Brett over here is trying to plant the idea of interfering with this event in one way or another into the mind of her fans. Why else would she go into so much detail about the date, time and even location of this event that Dylan is so excited for? It's the exact same thing that Trump did when he spoke in front of the rioters on January 6th, claiming that the election was stolen from him, and that his fans shouldn't just let it happen.
It's just a great honor to have this kind of crowd and to be before you and hundreds of thousands of American patriots who are committed to the honesty of our elections and the integrity of our glorious republic. All of us here today do not want to see our election victory stolen by emboldened radical left Democrats, which is what they're doing, and stolen by the fake news media. That's what they've done and what they're doing. We will never give up. We will never concede. It doesn't happen. You don't concede when there's theft involved. Our country has had enough. We will not take it anymore. And that's what this is all about.
Your words are powerful if you have a platform. This is, of course, nothing new to anyone that works in entertainment, but even more so for someone that works in entertainment that is political in nature. Now, even though I don't believe that this was an accident, let's give Brett the benefit of the doubt here, right? If it was on purpose, she's extremely disgusting and shitty. If it wasn't, she's extremely irresponsible. And I don't know about you, but I don't want my politics from a person this fucking irresponsible.
Of Girlhood show. He has guests coming.
Also, who the fuck looks at Dylan and decides, yeah, that's a he. Like, bro, Dylan has more in common with a woman than your boss Ben Shapiro does with a man. You look fucking dumb. You look stupid. You look retarded. I have the pass. I have a retardation. Leave me alone. Please. I don't know you. Anyways.
This is how he announced it. If you're interested in watching it, you're more than welcome to pay the $5. I am kind of tempted.
Jesus, dude, imagine being such a piece of shit to someone that them being happy triggers you so much that you instantly have to mock them. How insecure can you be? Can you not let people just enjoy things? Is that too much to ask? I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. I have no hope, as I told you.
He's really trying to look like a combination of Mary Tyler Moore and, you guys remember the show That Girl? It was like my homeschool era.
Ding dong, that was an ad-hom. Bing bong, your opinion is thus wrong. Jokes aside for a moment, right? If you think about it, if you, this beautiful creation of God right here, is comparing Dylan to cis woman while claiming that Dylan is a man, then I personally think Dylan kind of owned her without ever uttering so much as a word. Anti-feminist destroys herself with facts and logic. Yeah, put that on the Daily Wire. That one's gonna do numbers. That one's gonna get views. Yeah.
It'll be the first time in a long time that Dylan is performing on stage. And I emphasize stage because we all know that Dylan has been performing as a girl for the last 365 days. It's truly been the performance of a lifetime, in my opinion.
Transphobia aside for a moment, I find it very fucking bold of her to accuse someone else of putting on an act when her entire thing is being a pretend YouTuber with a pretend bedroom and literal billionaire money to finance her. Like, dude, Have some fucking self-awareness. You're a fraud who fakes authenticity to spread hate for a fucking paycheck. How can you claim that anyone else is putting on a show? You're literally the definition of a fucking grifter.
It's just been heavy, and, tomorrow is a joyous day. I'm gonna celebrate.
Dylan, you're literally putting on your trans show in NYC, where I feel like 50% of people there are either trans or want to be trans.
Also, how much of a monster do you have to be that when you see someone happy with themselves for, achieving their goals, you instantly shit on them by yet again creating a narrative solely based on your feelings?
In NYC, where I feel like 50% of people there are either trans or want to be trans.
That's so funny, bro. You had the whole squad of neo-Nazis in your audience laughing. And don't fucking preach to me about how I shouldn't call them that. I'm so sick of people being like, don't use Nazi so lightly, you're watering down the word. I don't give a shit, bro. These guys are literally calling trans people groomers and pedophiles. You expect me to hold back? Nah, fuck that, bro. I'm gonna call them all Nazis. All of them. Gestapo. Fuck, I don't give a shit. SS, bro.
In the video, you can just sort of see it at the end when he moves the camera down. But Dylan is wearing the new merch that he just released, and it has a photo from his photo shoot post facial feminization surgery and all of that stuff. And even Dylan, who is the most beloved internet person on that side of things right now, came under fire because his t-shirts were not size inclusive enough. And people were like, oh my God, Dylan Mulvaney is fat phobic. Oh my God, Dylan. And then he had to go and make more t-shirts that went up to XXXXL because apparently that was necessary. That's just kind of an aside, but it just goes to show that even Dylan Mulvaney can get attacked by these people. They are rabid. They do not care. They will take anybody down. You can literally give them your entire soul, your gender, and they will still find a problem and pick apart your words. And it must be so sad and exhausting.
Brett, watching this, I can now see why you failed as an actress.
Oh, Coach B, I would never come at tests like that. Y'all are like family.
We're just watching your video on YouTube.
You're a hero.
Not a hero, Tommy. I'm just doing my damn job.
You are a hero, Dad. Doesn't matter what your job is. So just get used to it, okay?
You're overdoing it, if you know what I mean. I know you're trying to be all reactionary and all that, but dude, breathe. Just calm down, okay? You see, us on the left, we have this little thing called accountability, which might be unfamiliar to you, so let me explain it. This means that we critique our own, and we hold our own to the same standard as everyone else. And I know that this is all very weird to someone whose side of the aisle is more focused on punching down on trans people rather than fighting for anything substantial in the world. It may be a little bit confusing when we don't shift goalposts like you guys, even if the party in question is one of us. We call this whole thing integrity. I recommend it. You should try it.
This blew up last week because in a new interview with People, Dylan said that, there's one thing he hasn't done yet, and that's have his first kiss as a girl. His first trans kiss. He said, I'm getting a little impatient because especially when you're feeling yourself and even looking at that Grammys picture, I'm like, that's somebody who should not be single. But then you're like, wait, why is nobody in my DMs? That's somebody who shouldn't be single. How egotistical can you be? Did you actually say that in a magazine?
Do I really... Do you take everything people tell you at face value, Brett? Do I really have to explain that this is a joke? Let's just fucking assume, for the sake of argument, that it's not, right? Can trans people not feel lonely? If you agree that they can, first of all, great, well done. You saw them as humans. If you can agree that they can, should they be able to talk about this publicly? I mean, other celebrities can. Why can't Dylan? Is it because Dylan is trans? Well, whatever it is, no one asked you to react like this, and I'd actually recommend that you stop. You may not realize it, right? But Brett, you're making yourself look really fucking dumb right now. It's kind of like this. Oh dude, I hate being single. Yeah dude, me too. Oh my god, guys, that's so egotistical of you to say. Don't you realize you don't deserve love, you stupid freak? That's what I imagine Brett talks like if she isn't reading a script.
has deterred people from reaching out for dates. I've gotten on these apps now, and I think that there's something daunting about the fact that I am so public about my life. I mean, maybe, but that just kind of feels like a weird excuse. I mean, obviously, I think there's a small percentage of people that like, don't really want to like touch a famous person, that kind of thing. But you know what? I feel like there's more people that want to be involved in that. Most of the time, you have to be more skeptical because people want a piece of you. So,
Bro, I can't believe she's actually so mad at this. It's so fucking funny. Guess the libs really triggered her by saying they want companionship. Ooh. Sex. Oh boy. What am I doing?
And you know what? That is objectively sad. It is, because this person has put themselves in a position where they are so ostracized.
This is another thing that I will never quite understand about right-wingers, right? They will cut an 18-minute hit piece on a single fucking trans person in order to make fun of that trans person. And when those very same trans people talk about feeling ostracized, the very same conservatives will then blame the trans person for the way cis people treat trans people. Britt, you're the fucking problem. It's not Dylan's gender identity. It's the fear that you create around it.
He did not say the people not being in his DMs was bigotry or transphobic, but I am sure that it will come because that is a very normal talking point. Anyway.
Yet again, she makes this argument up out of thin air, right? And then gets mad at it. Like, bro, no one said this. Only you said this. It's like a schizophrenic that hears voices and then ends up being best friends with a dryer. But if Brett ever goes this far, I personally hope that she befriends her toaster, and that this toaster then convinces her that it would trigger the libs if she took it for a bath. I'll keep it $1.50 with you guys. I really have better things to do and more important things to discuss than Brett going into a fucking blind rage about how badly she wants to be Dylan's first kiss. So yeah, let's just fucking move on before I kill myself or something.
Or is it the hair? Because I think it's the extensions. And when I have extensions in, I don't know my name. I don't know where I live. I just know that I love these. And I know that I look like I could steal a husband, but I want to promise you, look me in the eyes. I want to promise you that I would never do that to you. Okay, I am a girl's girl. And I love ya. Woo! But seriously, this is good, right? Okay.
My God, there's so many of those recently. Like, everybody should have some self-confidence, but now that mixed with the other videos, mixed with you saying that you feel yourself and that you're somebody who shouldn't be single, like, I'm out, dude. Like, let's bring it down to earth here.
Yeah, no, bro. Saying the N-word and slurs on stage, it's actually like comedy. Y'all are just too sensitive to Did you just say you want to steal someone's husband? That's too far. How could you even say that? Disgusting. Get this person out of here. That's too far. No, slurs are allowed. That's fine. But no adultery jokes in my comedy club.
Also did a video relatively recently for his video series, Dylan Does Dating, which is how he says it, and it's basically about his lack of dates. But anyway, it's on the same subject. Thought we could watch it together.
Dylan Does Dating!
See, guys, I did it right.
Yeah, guys, you know how I shit on disenfranchised individuals because I know that you guys love it, but also because I crave the attention my dad never showed me? Well, here's someone with an audience interested in them for who they are as a person. Pathetic, right? I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous. Shit. If this isn't the video, you saw nothing.
And after like 4 years on the wait list, I would match with someone and get all excited and then get unmatched. And I was like, what kind of sick game is this? Haven't I been through enough?
Wow, Dylan is realizing that dating apps are shit.
You know what I just realized? Brett is literally the kid at the back of the class shouting, "Thanks, Captain Obvious. Thanks, Captain Obvious." When the shy girl solves a math problem at the front of the blackboard. For Brett's followers, by the way, who I know can be a bit slow at times, and of course we are understanding of that. And what I'm really saying is that this is the kind of thing only a shitty person does. Brett is shitty, and if you enjoy her content and agree with her, you're probably shitty too. I'm sorry. The truth hurts.
For you, and I genuinely feel bad and I feel empathy because you have put yourself in this situation where people are like, oh, it's a girl. Oh, it is not. Like, yeah, no shit. People are unmatching.
Yes, I, surprisingly enough, have empathy, guys. Don't mind me shitting on Dylan for 18 minutes straight. It's all just tough love. No, seriously, Dylan, I fucking love you. Please notice me already and kiss my shit-stained lips from all the diarrhea I vomit 24/7. Oh!
And I could even kiss the person, but what if they ghost me after that? And I gave my first kiss as a girl to someone random.
Okay, I didn't think about this before, but it genuinely feels like he's role-playing as a 16-year-old girl. Like, these aren't the conversations that a 26-year-old has. Like, you just get over it. You just do the damn thing. This is literally like being silly, like sleepover, 15, 16-year-old girl. Oh my God, should I wait? Should I do it now? Like, it's... What are we doing here?
So first of all, what? And second of all, aren't you the one role-playing as a fucking YouTuber? And yes, guys, I know this is supposed to be the whole groomer narrative that they are so desperately trying to normalize, right? I'm just surprised she's so loud and proud about it and didn't even try hiding it. Yet again, conservatives managed to fail to live up to the ever-lowering standard that I expected them to adhere to. But hey, who am I? Hopefully famous soon if you subscribe. I'm not leaving until you do. There we go.
Feel confident enough to flirt with someone and not instantly shut myself down from the idea. And it's also nice knowing that they are meeting me post-surgery rather than having it during a relationship.
So he's basically saying he feels better going into a party, flirting with guys because he looks more like a woman so that he can entice them. And then later he has to say, hey, actually, dude here, dude.
She's saying that a girl is enticing people at a party because she's wearing makeup without showing whatever dude she's flirting with a picture of her without makeup. So yeah, this is what she expects of Dylan. You heard it here first. If you want to flirt with someone, make sure that you lead by showing them a picture of your genitals. Thank you, Brett. Very cool. I'm gonna keep that in my brain. Smart woman, you. That's the face of a smart woman.
Gosh, I mean, there are horror stories on TikTok of people tricking other people into dates. And they're like, oh, I'm trans. Oh, look at me. And they're like, oh my God, what am I looking at? Like, you get what I'm saying.
Source? No, seriously, source. Or did you spend too much time listening to your toaster again, Brett? Oh, you silly goose.
But the one thing that I can assure you is that I'm going to be the best girlfriend ever. And that person is going to have a lot of fun. And I can't wait.
Oh, Dylan. Like, I know that this might be shocking, but maybe when people finally are offline, when they put their phones away for the day and they aren't clapping like seals, liking and commenting yes queen on every person's video, they still have some common sense and preferences, and deep down they know that this is not a woman.
Oh, Brett. Like, I know this might be shocking, but maybe when people are finally offline and put their phone down at the end of the day and stop clapping like seals, commenting things such as "own them libs" on every post of yours, they'll still have some common sense and emotional intelligence, and deep down they know that all you really are is a spiteful piece of shit that gets off on bullying a person so fucking disenfranchised that they could never actually defend themselves. Your pitiful existence relies on the fact that people who hate themselves manage to come across your channel to watch you degrade someone else so that they can feel like they aren't losers for 18 minutes of their day. You don't practice what the gospel preaches, even though you're more than willing to weaponize it when it suits you. You're not a YouTuber, you're not fighting the good fight. All you really are is a shitty person who failed as an actress and then sold their soul to the Daily Wire in order to form a community around hating those you do not understand. I despise you with every fiber of my being, and I really hope that one day I can watch how all the hate that you dish out from your fake fucking bedroom comes back to haunt you. Sorry, my own schizophrenia came out there. Yeah, so guys, in case you can tell, the cancer tube is really getting to me at this point, and I've kind of had enough. So I'm sorry I had to drag you into all this. I hope you find it in your heart to forgive me. Leave a comment if you want to be cool, and subscribe if you want to be even cooler. Like the video to be the coolest. Till next time, when we discuss another reason why we should disconnect from this fucking server. Cheers. I'm gonna go hang my... Cheers, I love you all. Mwah.